Hi everybody, welcome back to the Desmo Works channel, and today we're on with a new project kicking off for another customer. So why are we on with this engine? Well, the 848, we're just waiting on some parts still, so I'm hoping to get the 848 progressed on the next video. He says fingers crossed, but I'll keep you guys updated with that. So we've got a 748S engine, a 1999, and he's looking to bring it back to a really good standard. So what I'm going to be doing is stripping the engine down. He'll be collecting the cases to get them all painted, including the barrels and the heads and the side covers, and then I'll be putting the engine back together for him. Intention will be a good refresh, and we're going to have a discussion around some potential tuning, so we may be doing other works, but it's about what return he gets for the investment on that decision process. Okay, let's look at this engine. Okay, so it's a standard 748S, so it doesn't run the oil cooler. I've taken off the belt covers because when the owner dropped the engine off, we just had a discussion on how well maintained it's been, and you can see it's got very loose on the tension on the belts, so I should imagine they were out of spec. The previous owner to the owner that I'm doing the work for has taken out the plug on the charger lines, so we'll probably be looking to put that back to standard, but I'll have that discussion with the owner. He may want to leave it, because the beauty of this mod, although it's a bit of a pain for when you take the engine in and out, is it's one of the failure points is the standard plugs. It's got a standard clutch in it at the moment, but we will be fitting a slipper clutch. Standard sort of wear and tear on any Ducati engine, so we've lost paint around the back, loads of dirt build up, but it's not been on its side. I mean, the marks on the water pump casing are just from where it rubs against the fairing. We don't have any loss of paint on the top, so it's been reasonably well looked after in its life. Front of the engine's not too bad, should clean up okay. So the aim for today's video is to try and get the engine down into component form. So first things first, I'm going to take the clutch out. I'm not going to really talk you through it. I'll film it, but I'll stick a link up to where we've done other clutch videos, so that if you need a process to change your clutch, you can follow that. But it's pretty much the same for all clutches, but let's get that out of the way first. Okay, clutch is out. Let's get the engine into its timing position, and then we'll remove the belts. Okay, turning handle into the end of the crank. Just remove the spark plugs if you've seen, so I've got no compression on the engine. Let's turn it over, and we're looking to get this mark down to here. Okay, engine timed in the correct position. Just check that our horizontal piston is definitely a top dead center, and it is, so it's correctly timed. What we're going to do, loosen these two mobile pulleys, pull off the belts. Okay, now we'll take the covers off as we're in the belt area, so I'm going to remove the fixed pulley and the mobile and this little nut. Okay, I'm going to take off some of the ancillary bits and pieces and connections that can break as you're stripping the engine down. So radiator bracket, the engine temperature sensor blocks, and the water connections, the oil hose, the extension bar that holds the battery box. So let's do that. Okay, let's just remove the inlet manifolds now. Okay, in a position to take the heads off now, so I'm just going to quickly tidy up the tools, and when I come back, we'll get on with doing these heads. Okay, both heads off. Looks to be the old style fibre gaskets on there. I can't, no, actually it might be the metal ones. Stuck rigid. I'll knock those apart in a second. Okay, what we're going to do is take the side cover off, but as you can see there's loads and loads of horrible gunk. I'm just going to scrape away the worst of that before I do that. I'll just do that quickly off camera. Okay, that's just the worst of it scraped off, because the cases are going to get cleaned anyway, so it's just, I don't want to have to spend ages cleaning out stuff that drops in as well. Okay, let's pop the cover. Okay, generator cover side off. Let's take the clutch side off. Just going to pop off the pistons so that don't risk damaging them by accidentally turning and catching the skirts. Okay, pistons off. Let's lock up the flywheel so that we can remove the generator nut and the primary gear nut. Oil pump off next. That was the primary gear nut off. Now what we're going to do is take off the starter intermediate gear, the starter and the gear selector fork, and then we should be ready to split the cases. Okay, we are ready to split the cases. So what I'm going to do is lay this on its side, and then we'll remove all the main case bolts. So we've got the ones that sit inside, then outside. Okay, so looks like the engine has been apart before, and not very well done, because somebody has chiselled into the case to take the main bearing out before. You can see the carrier for the main bearing has got dents all the way round it. So I'm going to have to advise the owner on this. I mean, he's taken a chunk out of the case there. Not good at all. I mean, the case is usable. It's just not very good workmanship by whoever's done that beforehand. It's yeah, not great. Okay, so that's the engine apart. In the next video, I'm going to be stripping the heads down to component form so that he's got the bare head shell ready to be able to paint it and all the covers, etc. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Nice quick one, get it all down, get it apart, so we're able to restore the engine cases and covers back to a pristine condition. Obviously going to advise him of the damage that I found in the right hand case as it sits. But I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, chuck us a like. Any questions or comments, please feel free to stick them down below. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button and notification bell for more Ducati related content. See you later, guys. Bye.